Well, the G20 summit is to take place amid weak economic recovery and the lowest rate of global trade growth in 3 decades. China would like to see G20 leaders resist protectionism and instead seek economic growth through innovation and reform. CCTV's Han Peng spoke to some of China's brightest business leaders to hear their proposals to G20 leaders.
Globalization is nothing wrong, but we need to perfect it.
Alibaba founder Jack Ma is deeply concerned about the rising anti-globalization sentiment around the world.
Call me Mr. Brexit.
After Brexit in the UK, the US presidential candidate Donald Trump said his country might withdraw from the WTO if it's elected.
People don't like globalization, not because globalization is bad. If globalization really can benefit everybody, enable every individual, enable every small business, and that would be a great stuff. So we're giving our proposal.
The proposal, launching an electronic world trade platform, or EWTP. The aim is to enable small businesses to trade globally through e-commerce.
Okay, now some guys in Brazil wants to sell things to Argentina, and where he can find customers online, how he can transact using money to payment, solve the payment problem. How can he solve the logistic problems? How he can solve the data problems? How can he go through a customer office in an efficient way? You need a platform that can help them, to enable them to do this.
Some people call it an online version of WTO, the World Trade Organization, because they share similar goals of promoting global trade and fighting protectionism. So what is the difference between an organization and a platform?
Organization is it's like a treaty agreement. It's an agreement agreed by government, right? It's rules and laws. For platform, we should set up a very feasible way for small business to do it.
As the e-commerce tycoon is trying to fight anti-globalization through innovation, other leading business figures are directly urging policy changes from G20 leaders.
We need to reduce all these protectionist measures, rolling back the old ones, and reducing all this kind of small regional trading agreement, which turn out to be complicated.
Ning says military stimulus and protectionist policies have proven ineffective in the past few years. He says global business community hopes the G20 summit will focus on structural reforms and address the root cause.
I believe that China has made an extremely important step in changing the course of the G20 presidency away from mainly financial issues, macroeconomic stabilization and the promotion of growth, towards a much more inclusive approach to human well-being.
With 20 of the world's most powerful decision makers gathering in Hangzhou, the world is watching closely to see whether the summit will make a difference after years of weak global economy. Han Peng, CCTV, Hangzhou.